What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another ADSR production challenge here on a Wednesday. My name is Tatro, and I'm here every Wednesday and every Friday on the ADSR stream, doing different music production related things. Of course, on Wednesdays, we do the production challenge where you can enter your music in to be featured on the show, win cool prizes, and take on a challenge every week based on a different prompt. And you do that by joining our Discord. If you're not in the Discord, what are you doing? But I'm so happy to be back. I know I was away for a little bit. It feels awesome being back on stream. I'm so stoked to see a bunch of familiar names in the chat, and it feels good to be back with everybody. So what's going on? Ruben, Drummy Geo, Rodrigo, Rashane, my dad is even in the chat. Drummy Geo, did I say that already? Drunk Bishop, Ika, David, Billboard, Tus Classes, what's going on? James, David, I already said David. Diana's here. Amazing. I'm so stoked to have you all here. I'm doing great, Diana. Thank you for asking. It's been so long since you've asked me how I'm doing because I haven't, been streaming, but it's great to be here. Pendulce is here. Wow, we love that. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I'm really excited to be back. Check the title of the stream. The challenge this week was to create a summer anthem, and a lot of you made some really cool tracks. I was just going through a bunch of them, and a lot of you made some really awesome summer vibes, and we're going to showcase 3 of those today. All 3 of those entries that we picked and we handpicked and we showcased today will be winning an exclusive ADSR t-shirt, a $100 ADSR store voucher, so you can get yourself some awesome samples, courses, plugins, whatnot. And it's a perfect time for it because the summer sale is still going on and the summer sale is going to end soon. But before I tell you more about that, I should say that one lucky winner, the standout of the top 3 entries, will be going home with... Well, you're already home because it's virtual. But regardless, you'll be going home with Chord Jam by Audio Modern, as well as Playbeat by Audio Modern. These are really cool plugins to get you started up and running, making... Actually, I used Chord Jam on a stream, and this is a lot of fun for making chord progressions, generating ideas, making complex chord progressions. I haven't used Playbeat, but it looks like generally this a similar UI and an equally useful tool, and this one focuses on grooves, rhythms, and beats. So one lucky winner. Shout out to Audio Modern. Thank you so much for hooking the winner up today. So that's why these challenges are fun, my friends, because not only do you push yourself to try something new, push yourself beyond your abilities, but you get to take on a cool challenge and have the chance to win a awesome prize. So not only if you make it in the top 3, you're getting $100 ADSR store voucher. That in it alone is worth it. But then if you're number 1, you get those cool plugins. So that is to say, if you didn't enter this week, that is okay, because we have another challenge coming up next week, and this one is a fun one. Even though there's this like awkward photo of me on the thing. Ignore my face, actually. Do this. Make a track to announce the arrival of your favorite movie villain. That's a fun challenge. And I've actually had to do this challenge a long time ago when I was doing some scoring work, but I'll tell you about that later, because later at the end of the stream, I'm going to use the last few minutes or so that we have after reviewing everybody's tracks to take on this challenge and show you sort of my approach and my thinking about that. So I think that's a cool challenge. Get ready for next week. Like I said, if you're not in the Discord yet, join the Discord. Get with it and enter into the challenge. It's a really supportive community anyway that you probably want to be a part of if you're learning music production. But the way the stream will go today, if you are new here and you haven't been to a production challenge stream before here with us, is first I'm going to take on the challenge. So I'm going to be attempting to create like a summer anthem vibe. Obviously, I'm not going to make a whole track, but I'll take the first 15 minutes and sort of try to approach this challenge. And then we will review the top 3 tracks of the week, handpicked from Discord, award the winners. And then we'll use that last half to take on next week's challenge. Maybe if you guys have any questions about next week's challenge, I can for sure help you all with that as much as I can. And as usual, if you have questions as we go, please drop them in the chat, because I'm stoked to see everybody here chatting, say hi to each other. I hope you're all doing well. I know it's been a while since we've even chatted like this, but I'm excited that we're here back doing it again. So thank you. Thank you everybody for hanging with us. I know I mentioned the summer sale. Big sale happening over on the ADSR store. So if you haven't taken advantage yet, go peruse around the site. You can find some cool courses, plugins, samples, all that good stuff. But yes, Jummy Geo says, want to get an ADSR t-shirt too. They're fire. And there's those exclusive green ones, which I don't even have. Crazy. JML says, funny you should say that. I've been working on that. A few in line, matter of fact. Very cool. Thanos type beat. We love that, Pendulce, for sure. Well, that was a lot of talking. Why don't I take a little bit of time now, especially since the background music just faded, to go ahead and approach this challenge. A blank slate here. It's actually been so long since I've made music on stream before. I don't even know if I can do this. JK. A summer jam. So what do I think when I think like a summer anthem? I think it needs to be uplifting. Likely going to be working around in a major key, ascending chord progression. I need something. I have this Dua Lipa Ghost Project pack that probably has some good keyboard sounds for a summer anthem. I don't think, like, for some reason my mind goes to like house music. Of course, I will set my proper output device, which I always forget to do. I don't think it necessarily has to be house music. There is something, like, it's summer anthem. It's not just a summer vibe. It's not like summer beat. So I'm not going to approach it. I'm not going to make a lo-fi beat, that's for sure. Summer anthem means like gets you off your feet and you put it on at the barbecue and everybody is lit. You all can let me know about the levels too. I think it's got to be ascending. And what I mean by ascending is it's just got to, it's chord progression and the direction is up. And that's kind of generic, but we can at least start somewhere, right? And let's start kind of high and try to play these bigger chords. And what's the tempo really? I am hearing a fast tempo in my head. Let's just tap that in. 1, 2, 3, 4. That puts me at about 110. And I'm listening to that top note. Like, how does that top note resolve? Good, and I can bounce back down to that. Awesome. I'm going to record that as a loop, or I'm at least going to try to. So let's just turn the metronome on. So yeah, that's how you can just be thinking of like, okay, if something needs to be uplifting, like summer anthem, at least that's my interpretation at least. I just think ascending. So before you even come up with a musical idea, you can inform what you're actually going to do musically for sure. All right, how does this work? Ableton Live, what? Let's record. Bigger chord at the beginning. You notice I'm going from like a big chord, small chord, 7, and that. The key there, I'll record this in a minute, but I just want to explain that. This A minor, it's got that B on top, that extension, that tension. And the thing is, we're going to go to a C major chord. And that tension resolves up to a C. So we go from here. It resolves really nicely. Voice leading. All right, anyway, let's record that. And I'm going to get this computer keyboard out of the way because it's just like making me type. Here we go. Let's record that. I'll keep the metronome on and we're good to go. Duncan is barking for some reason. Good. I flubbed a couple notes there, but not going to let it derail my progress, I should say. So let me just go back in and clean that up a bit. Quantize everything. Get that on the downbeat. Oh, I wonder if my my quantization must be off. Let me undo all this real quick. There we go. Or I messed up the bar. All right. How do we feel about that? Oh, James Murray says BTS Butter is a super good example. Even like Dynamite by BTS, that is just such a slamming beat. All right. I know we haven't added drums yet, but I'm definitely going to in a moment. I think what I want to do is just add a kind of thick bass line. What do I have for thick bass lines in this pack? That's just bouncy already. See, summer, bouncy, barbecue. Yeah, and I'm trying to add a bounce to that because those chords are just hanging and ringing. Even though we haven't added drums yet, I can still add a little bit of rhythm, I think. So let me go ahead and give this a shot. Show you the keyboard. Literally just playing the root notes. Let's see how we can add that bounce. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to move that over to line up with the chord. But let's just keep things rolling. And I did play a wrong note there anyway. I don't know. My workflow is kind of about speed because the longer I feel energized, and the longer I can just work off of like intuition rather than overthinking an idea, that's where the magic happens. I want to add one more hit here. Dun. See if I can have this come in sooner. Shout out to all of you if you're watching over on like Facebook or Twitch. Like I see Rodrigo's over on Twitch. Amazing. Thought you were going to work in FL. I like Ableton over FL. Oh yeah. Yeah, working live is my DAW of choice. I don't really use any other DAWs. But a lot of what we're doing, like what did I do? I used Serum, I made a chord progression, I made a bass line. It doesn't really matter what DAW you use. You can totally get this down. Let me go into my packs and it's time to add some percussion for sure. And I'm only really going to do this for maybe up until the halfway point of the stream, and then we're going to dig into everybody else's tunes. Now, I want those crisp and clean kind of top 40-ish sounds, so I've got the ADSR nominated pack, which is all based on artists that have been Grammy nominated. So let's see what we have for drum loops here. Are there top loops in this? I forget. Oh, this is going to be good. If I can get some solid like cymbal, like even if I don't think that's going to fit, I might just throw it in and try it because you never know. It's a little straight, but I wonder, I've got a delay that I could probably throw on it. A little return delay. Yeah, it's a little too straight. That's a good question in the chat. I'm curious to know as well if anybody bounces around between DAWs, or if you're just like just got one DAW, kind of like me. Oh, I like this a lot. One thing I think though is it got like a little too much reverb, like a little too much like release. Otherwise, I like the groove. So one little trick, this is Ableton specific after I just said that, but it's a warping mode. If you're in beats, you can switch this transient direction to forward. And then bring down this value. We can pull back the release of the sample. I might even pitch it up a little bit so it's a little bit thinner. and just use the top end. Just that much. So it's literally just a shaker loop now. I did notice it had that little hit in there, but I think I just want to use it as a shaker loop basically. So, okay, that was a drum loop, but let's actually program a drum pattern here. Give me a kick. Oof, that's pretty good. That hits hard enough, I think. Again, just working kind of fast, not second guessing. If I hear a kick and I'm like, that's a dope kick, I'll use it. Throw a hi-hat in here as well. Just drop in the samples that I'm going to use in for the moment. Maybe I'll use that perk. I do need a snare. What vibe am I going for? Yeah, I guess that's fine. All right, summer vibe, summer vibe. Thing about this is I've listened to all of your tracks already, so I know what vibe everybody else went for. So I really just wanted to go my own way. And I just muted all those tracks so I could work on just the kick. What kind of groove do we want here is the thing. Oh, just McCaffrey in the chat. Ed Oyama. Me and just McCaffrey had a busy day today, I'll tell you that, folks. Not really a secret, but I want to kind of wait till there's something to show for it to like really, really talk about it. But you can look at my Instagram story and see kind of what we had going on today. I want a 4 to the floor without it being strictly 4 to the floor. Bump, 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 bump. Yeah, let me actually just copy this pattern a bit. I can add some variation. Maybe a little double kick here. All right, let's hear that back. I like it so far. And then we'll switch to a 4 to the floor. Let's see if that actually works with the groove though. And now I wish I didn't cut that sample before I copied it. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, that's not what I want. Focus, focus. Here we go. And then I'll just do a little double kick at the end here, probably. All right, and then simple. I'm gonna put the snare on the 2 and the 4. That's just gonna give us a, even though that kick is doing a slightly off, like syncopated thing in the first half, putting that snare on the 2 and 4 will give us a steady backbeat that will understand how to move within the beat. I think movement is important for a summer anthem, for sure. You want people to move. I think that's what I keep coming back to. Tell me if I'm wrong about that. All right, and then the percussion before I do the hi-hat. I just want something to bounce off the snare. Bring that down, 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 move it over to the right. Do I have like a rim shot in here? I'm sure I have a rim shot somewhere. Oh, these are nice. Actually, I'm gonna swap these. Identity Records. Best of Drums Pop. Good pack. There we go. See how that, just adding that brings the drums into a different sort of world, I guess you could say. So let me copy that. Do I want to copy that bar? Let's see. Change it over time. Now I want to slightly change it up for the back half. Dot, dot. I put it there. Nope, before that. Not quite that, but the kick sample is like perfect. I know, that's why like I played the first kick sample that I heard and I was like, yep, that's it. The more you can like set yourself up to do that in music production, like the just faster, more successful. Oh, why'd I put that there? Get this aligned like a little bit. I like that a lot. Now I have to do that somewhere else. So that's this simple, right? That little stutter. There we go. So it's not copy and pasted across the whole time. Honestly, do we need a little reverb on the snare though? What I'm wondering, I want to stay in that pack, is can I get a solid clap? Just one more little layer here. It's gonna back the snare, but not every time. Oh, I knocked my headphones straight off. I was so excited. Cool. So I'm just going to back a couple of those snares with that. All right. And this, we got to be careful here because this sample does not start on the downbeat. So let's get that there so we don't have any timing issues. And I think I could just do a very basic like hi-hat pattern here. And then we're done working on the drums. Let's see, how much time do I have? A few more minutes. I think if I just add a few more synth layers after these drums, we'll be good as golden. I'm not sure the rate I want these hi-hats to play. Not that, half that. Sometimes I just like forget what rate I'm working at. Yeah, see, that's just easy. And we'll add a couple little stutters in there and we'll have our basic drum groove. Let's hope that's all lined up correctly and doesn't change over time. All right, let me just adjust that and do a second one there. Is it me or does that clap? Yeah, see this clap is also a little bit off. Or put it here, move it over. There we go. So now it's smacking with the snare. Pick a couple random places to add in that little hi-hat. Okay, and now we've got the backbone of a track here. Let's keep rolling. I'm just gonna keep rolling with Serum today because I've got a lot of good presets. The Ghost Project ones, like if you all are trying to emulate top 40 or like very popular music, the Ghost Project stuff on ADSR, because there's samples as well as presets, and I find myself using the presets a lot. So I've got this Ariana Grande pack, which will help me add like a little bit of a trappish flair if I can find a good lead. I'm just looking at the sounds here, trying to remember what they sound like. All right, let's not spend too much time. Like something like this. This is very Ariana Grande. Runiverse, what's up? Just a little melody like that. I don't know. This sound fits, like it adds something so nice to it. What was I going to say? We're coming up with a melody right now. I believe Friday for our production concept stream, I'm going to talk about all different ways to come up with cool melodies. So tune in on Friday's stream. That's earlier in the day. That's at 10 a.m. my time. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong about that. JML, thank you so much. Happy you're enjoying it. I don't want to... I could do this melody all day with this instrument for sure, but I have to restrain myself. That's so close. I was going to capture MIDI it, but let me just try it again. Bung, 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 bung. One more time. Less messy. I'll change that last phrase because it's too similar to the first phrase, but this is definitely not hype enough to be a summer anthem. I don't know if I'll be able to get it to, oh gosh, that's not what I want to do. I don't know if I'll be able to get it to the hype level with this amount of time, but okay, man, I need a vocalist to be on this for sure. I just duplicated that melody because I think this melody could be strong with like a more intense lead at the same time. So two sounds happening at once. And I don't know what I have for plucks. Maybe pluck is what I'm... Because that initial synth, this is very soft, very slow attack, kind of rounded out sound. Give me something tighter, like a pluck, or harsher, like a saw or something. Let's see where it takes us. So close, but not quite. Also close, not quite. I could also like take it up an octave, which is probably what I'll end up doing. What does the Dua Lipa pack have for that marimba sound? Is pretty cool. Maybe a bell? Yeah, let me for sure take it up an octave. Remember, the point is to add something to the sound, so it's no point in me putting like a soft, slow attack sound with this. I say that as I put a slow attack sound on it. It's got a little bit of attack, but it's just shaved off a little bit. I don't think we need to do that. So now, without, with. Cool. These hi-hats are like a little bit loud in my opinion. Oh, someone said something about guitar. Yes. I mean the one major thing I want to do is sidechain for sure, because I want that pumping rhythm. I think that's crucial to this kind of music. But if I'm being honest, you all have seen me put sidechain on all the music that I make for the most part. I'm going to go ahead and, especially on the lead, because those have those longer reverb tails. Oh, JML said 808, and honestly, you're probably right. I don't want to get into trouble here, though, because I do have that bass line already, but at 808 could for sure add to this, especially if we want to make it bounce. I might actually even end up replacing that other bass. I'm going to work on this beat. Oh, I'm already over time. See, my plan... Okay. Well, that doesn't sound bad. My plan is to get into these... Okay, that's not the vibe. Not all 808s are created equal. Yeah, I think if I had a little more time, not that I don't have time, I have all the time in the world, but we do want to get into the people who entered into today's challenge, and I could spend a long time on this beat for sure. And I could return to it in Friday's stream if people are down, if people want to hear more and want to see me fill it out a little bit more, because we're going to be coming up with a lot of cool melodic ideas on Friday. But this is my initial stab. I think there were a lot of good suggestions in the comments. Like steel drums, yes. The 808, yes, it makes sense. Somebody also mentioned like piano or guitar. I think guitar would fit really well in a summer anthem. But the whole point of this is I could actually probably, let's see what happens if I pump it up to 120. It's a little too pushed. But when I bring it back down, if I land on 112, it has the trappings of what could be a cool thing. I think some hypersaw chords, maybe. I guess I went for like an EDM sort of vibe on this one. Nonetheless, I had fun making this. Different than the music I normally make, but you know, I can picture a beach party, sun going down, barbecue is cooking, this beat playing, right? Like, hey Joe, pass the hot dogs. More barbecue talk. Maybe. Let me know what you all think. I don't think it turned out half bad. But it has come to the time in the stream where we must listen to some amazing beats from the community. Because, you know, we do a lot of content online where it's like talking heads, person like me talking, giving you tips. But you're probably saying, man, how do I get my music heard? I want to be part of the show. Well, this is a perfect opportunity for you to be part of the show. The production challenge we do every single week where you can submit your music and win cool prizes. The 3 entries that I'm about to show you all are going to go home with a $100 ADSR store card, a limited edition ADSR t-shirt, as well as the glow of production challenge winner in the Discord. So here we go. It's going to help you make a beat every single week. It's going to help push you out of your comfort zone, try new things, meet new people in the community, join us. James Murley said it best, join us. Discord link is in the description. So I have for you here 3 awesome summer anthems made by the community. I do hope that you can all go show some support to the artists as we showcase them, whether that's on their accounts or show them some love in the Discord, whatever it may be. But nonetheless, without further ado, I am going to showcase the 3 picked beats from the community this week. So without further ado, did I already say that? We have Every Day by AF. Give it up for AF. Aggressive Eagle is aggressive. But listen to this. This is way better than what I just made. Perfect artwork, by the way. A little switch up. Vocal sample gets me every time. This actually has that same uplifting chord progression, or it did. Oh, it still does. I love the synth sounds you used here. If y'all are using Audius, definitely give a follow. Oh, but wait. It somehow has like an 80s vibe, but is also modern. Nice. Actually, is it more of like a 90s vibe? Did you all see that 90s beat that I posted on my Instagram last week? Because now I'm thinking of that. The chords are great. I think what happens with cool songs like this is you're combining like different influences. So I guess this chord progression is a bit 90s retro. Those drums are a bit 90s too, but slightly late 80s. And the thing is, when you juxtapose that with more modern electronic elements like a vocal sample with a glide on it or something, that brings it into the contemporary. And now it doesn't sound like an old beat. It sounds like it's referencing the old and it's inspired by what came before it, rather than just a beat that existed in the 80s. Miami Vice vibe, says JML. Bruno Mars vibe. Yes, these kind of chords have very Bruno Mars vibes. I mean, 24 Karat Magic is like kind of a 90s throwback a little bit. Well, I take that back. I'm thinking of a different Bruno Mars song. But yeah, this was a fantastic entry. This is an anthem. This is a summer anthem. It's feel good. It almost sounds like there's a cowbell in it, but I think it's the plucked synths. That held high synth, folks, listen to that. One note. Of course I say that and this happens. And now it's gone. Go back. That one held high note does so much for the feel of the track, so don't underestimate little techniques like that. But AF, congrats, you're getting yourself a $100 ADSR store card, limited edition t-shirt. Shout out to you, my friend. Let's keep on going because we have a few more entries. Two more. I don't know why I said a few. Can you tell it's my first day back? Congrats, AF. Thank you. That was a fantastic track. Good way to start today. Next one. The second artist to showcase here. I believe he's in the chat. But I didn't know you were an Audius user. We got Ola de Calor by Bishop91. Drunk Bishop in the chat. I really like this one. Has that reggaeton feel. Just give it a listen. And this is the second track I've heard this week that has the mood sensual. What's up with that? Does it put that emoji there? Drunk Bishop. These tracks were really good this week. Like, I had to pick 3, but there were a lot of really good entries this week, so.
Baby, we're both insane.
So good on that vocal sample because it's not like soaked in reverb. It grounds the listener. What's up, Felix? Welcome. Hello, William C. Is that a vocal sample, Drunk Bishop? Also, Drunk Bishop, you've been leveling up your production skills, I would say. I've noticed. Oh, there's strings. Very cool. The ending, I think you can come up with a stronger ending than that. But overall, I thought this track was fantastic groove. I think you picked great artwork for it too. This is, I don't know if you shot that photo like on the beach or something. Or if you just got it from somewhere, but it sets up the vibe perfectly. And it's not that 4 to the floor like EDM kind of feel, which is where my brain initially went. So I applaud you for that. going with this sort of Latin reggaeton feel is good. Your production techniques, I'll again say my favorite part is the vocal sample coming in. Did I skip to it? I'll never find it again. It's just so grounding. That is so effective because it doesn't start out super dry, if I'm correct. And since everything in the track previously had like some kind of reverb, or it's just like there's just a lot of things, a lot of width, just bringing it back down in that moment. You see me do drops a lot in my music where I just cut out everything, and that's very effective. This is a similar effect, except you're reducing it down to a single voice that's very boom, front and center, and not wide at all. So that was a fantastic technique. Can we just listen to that one more time? And the other thing that contributes to it being awesome is that's just a good line. Maybe we're both insane. Last thing I'll say about the track that it does really well is it doesn't hyper focus on like having like a top line melody. It's just a feeling, but there are cool things to listen to throughout. Like some of these chord sounds are really dope, and it holds my interest despite it not having like a top line melody. I get caught up in writing top line melodies a lot. Nonetheless, Bishop 91, congrats. $100 ADSR store card. Limited edition ADSR t-shirt. Does everybody get the glow in the Discord? Do the top 3 get the glow in the Discord? Somebody let me know. Because I think that's a really cool thing. I didn't realize that was happening, but I think that's a very cool award. Okay, friends. It's come time to pick the standout of the week. See if I can play this without revealing it before it goes on screen. This is a very, very solid entry. Production wise, I can for sure say like the strongest production wise. So why don't we go ahead and give it a listen. This particular community member is not only going to get the $100 ADSR store card, the limited edition t-shirt, the glow of winner in the Discord, but also a couple awesome plugins by our friends at Audio Modern. So without further ado, everybody, get ready to go on SoundCloud and give this producer a follow. We have, oh my gosh, I'm going to mess up this reveal. We have none other than Divisi. Wait till it hits, my friends. Wait till it hits. Some of you might have already listened to this in the Discord and you know what's coming. JML, were you right? That 808. This is your dog, says Sejo? Your dog is very talented. Go give a follow, my friends. I'm not logged in, but I would follow if I was. What's up, Divisi? That dope, like, flowing vocal simple. Yo, what up, Division? Great job, great job. Summer banger for sure. Flume vibes, that's a good reference. Azazul. Azazul. This is where it just hit for me. Pure ear candy. The link is in the chat. You all should go bump that song and make it your summer anthem for sure. Dude, Division, I know you're listening on your friends watching the stream and you're listening. Bro, the thing that I have to say, obviously your track's a banger. We picked it as number 1. But this hits so hard and then the track is just over. You could make this track, I know I always complain about some music being too long, but this music warrants being a bit longer because you're taking us on a whole journey and you really are satisfying the listener throughout. So I would say extend this last section. I would even say 4 to the Floor could have come a little bit earlier because otherwise this track is kind of half speed the whole time for the most part, and it's really what would you call that, 1/4 of the song really hits that 4 to the Floor feel. So maybe the 4 to the Floor comes in a little bit sooner and it's not as hype as it is here. It's a little mellow, but we still get a 4 to the Floor or something. But I know there's probably tons of DJs out there that would want to spin this and put this on for sure for a summer party, because as soon as if people are remixing, especially mixing tracks together, if they can throw this on and hit this huge drop at a party, it's so good. This is really good. Division, I don't know what to say. It's fantastic. Shout out to all 3 of the winners. All 3 of you get, of course, the $100 ADSR store card, limited edition ADSR t-shirt, and the Glow of Production Challenge winner in the Discord. Division, since it was the number 1 pick, since they were the number 1 pick, will be also taking home a couple awesome plugins from Audio Modern. Shout out to all the winners this week. Man, it was hard picking this week. You all did a great job. There were some where it's I was parsing through thinking what is a summer anthem? And like I said, I think summer anthem and summer vibe is different. I know I saw Aika in the chat. Aika, your tune was good, but to me it was more just a more chill summer vibe and less anthemic. I was really looking for a harder hitting anthem. What does that word anthem really mean? But your track was good, Aika. A lot of people's tracks were good. I think the more we do these production challenges, because we're doing them every week, you all will start to get better and better. It will get harder and harder to pick winners. Azazul asks, how often do you do contests like this? Great question. We do them every single week here on this channel. All you got to do is become a part of the Discord. Links in the description to become a part of the Discord. We do them every week. There's a different prompt every week. We pick 3 standouts. And it works just like it did. We usually give away a plugin to the number 1 pick, and then everybody gets ADSR store credit and a cool t-shirt. So yes, please join the Discord and enter, because we got another challenge coming up next week, which is what we'll talk about right now. And we'll do a little bit of an attempt here with our time remaining, because the challenge for next week is make a track to announce the arrival of your favorite movie villain. There's a couple of stipulations. Don't use any samples from the movies, I believe. Just you're making an original track to announce the arrival of your favorite movie villain. Now, if you're like me and you're a Star Wars nerd, you're thinking Darth Vader. You're thinking the Emperor. When those people show up, Kylo Ren, who has one of the strongest themes in the whole series, I think. When you think of those characters, they show up, what happens? You hear this music and they have, boom, arrived. Now, I'm also going to say, I don't think it has to be so explicitly movie score. You don't have to go full movie score. You can still do this in a contemporary style, which is something I want to give a shot at actually right now in our last few moments together in this kind of last 10 minutes here. I'm going to load up Ableton Live again. We're going to go from a blank slate. I just realized I did not save that project that I just worked on. So peace and love, peace and love. And let me show you what I mean, because I don't know. I referenced this the other day. I forget in what context, but I don't know why this is the second time this has come up for me. If any of you have seen Black Panther, first of all, what's the bad guy's name in Black Panther? Gosh, it's not Rampage. What's his name? But anyway, there's that part in Black Panther where that dude comes and takes over the throne, right? And the camera, the cinematography turns upside down, and the score goes from like this epic Marvel score to like inserting this can I swear on this? Badass trap beat. And I thought that is such an awesome take on the arrival of the villain. So that's Killmonger. Thank you. Killmonger. Yes, Michael B. Jordan. Thank you. We got all of the context of who the villain is. Nonetheless, yes, I'm opening Serum again because I want to do a hard bass. I'm just going to go through like the basic presets here. Oh, sorry, that was super loud. I want like a deep, growly bass. Lower. Nah. Next. That's fine. I want something. Oh, that could be cool. And it's the arrival too, so have some fun with it. It's not just like their theme, it's like they just showed up. And I want this to hit super hard. Like of course my mind goes to like the Hans Zimmer world. I might have been overly ambitious trying to choose a Serum. But I do want to take on sort of not just doing a movie score, but what's like a modern take on this challenge? There are some crazy sounds in here. If there are other cool examples of like the modern villain, like arrival music, or just like if you have a favorite like modern movie score, let me know in the chat. So I know this sounds like janky. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tap that in 130 BPM. But I think I can get it to work. So let me just get this. It's like, I guess there's like a bit of a harder dubstep kind of thing coming to mind. And now let's get a clap. And I'm just going to come up with a 4-bar loop, but maybe for next week when we do the little intro, I will sort of arrange it so it makes more sense and add more ideas. So I just want to start this idea because we don't have a ton of time, but I'll hang until I get this little idea out. What am I doing? Sample packs. Sometimes you just like stare at the screen and you're not actually looking at anything. Do you guys get that? Ooh, that'll work for sure. Angelic Vibes After Dark. Good pack. Let me bring this down in the mix though. And I do have that sound filtered out right now. My thought is to for sure filter it in as we go and probably double it on a different instrument. Like I'm picturing like we never suspected this character would show up, and the protagonist, the good guy, looks up in fear, and there they are. Does that make sense? Actually, this is giving me what's the animated series I like on Netflix? One with all the short Love, Death, and Robots. Diana's been very busy. Oh my gosh. Can't you just graduate already, Diana? Come on. So what do I do next? Like maybe just some chords. Like I'm doing E minor. Like I'm in a minor key, of course. Why not? What are these Joji presets? Any good pads here? I go to the Joji presets because I'm like, that's not what I want. Because I know they're a little dark and moody anyway. And if I can add some crazy cool timing effects, that's got too much going on. Oh, by the way, next week's winner is winning some cool plugins from Baby Audio. So that's a definite win. Yes. 2, 3, 4. Literally just holding this fifth. Oh, thank you. Thank goodness Super Rock and DJ Smash came in and said that's bass, not synth, two different things. Peace and love. Love that. Claude Debussy in the chat. Thank you for all of your work and influence in classical music. Claude? All right, I wonder if I can throw an 808 in here and have it match up with that bass that I already have. That pad sound that I have is like so perfect. It's so like creepy sounding. So I brought down the release because I don't want it to bleed too much. Let me just hear what I can get going here. It's almost like I'm almost like hearing a drill 808 in my head. I kind of flubbed that, but I'll take it. All right, I want to quantize this, but I don't want to destroy all the little rolls that I did. All right, fold, fold, fold. Gosh, I can finally see. All right, that's fine. Like, it's a placeholder for now, for sure. Real quick, in the interest of time, let me find some awesome like trap hi-hats and stuff, because I really want to put like a smash and trap beat on this. Music loops, no, that's bass and 808. What am I looking for? I really didn't have to search the word trap because that's not helpful. Let me look in a pack. Something harder hitting. What am I looking for? I mean, this After Dark gave me that really cool percussion sample. So let's see what else. Oh, see? Yes. That. I'm just going to put this in as a placeholder for now to test. I'll program the drums more like next week. That 808 is off at the end. Boom, boom, boom. That's the wrong note. One of these is the wrong note. Yeah. So for a very basic starting idea, this is going to get me put in the right direction. The one thing I want to make sure, even though this is just a placeholder, which me saying it's a placeholder right now is like, I'm never going to be able to hear anything else on this track besides this drum loop. You need 808s in your life, JML? Do you have the Saucy 808 plugin is my question. I would create like a nice wide synth to back this. There's so much we can do with this now, but this is my starting point. And this is just my approach. Like I said, I want to, in me taking on this challenge, I want to not just do a movie score, because so many of us don't actually do scoring. I mean, I love movie scores. I like working with some of those, I like working with a lot of score-esque sounds. I love listening to movie scores. But how can I blend that in with my beat making knowledge and make something that's like kind of mine? And I wanted to blend it in with the beat making. You don't necessarily have to do that approach, but it would definitely be creative. Like, what kind of badass villains walking into this? Some dope Killmonger-esque villain. I don't know. I'm excited for this challenge. I'm going to work on this more in next week's stream. So on next Wednesday, we will do this all again. Another production challenge with ADSR. So please, you have all week. Enter the challenge, join the Discord, give us your take on the entrance of a dope villain. Let's hear what that's like. And I'm excited to hear all your entries. We'll be going through them next week. We will pick a top 3 to get awesome prizes. Like I said, the number 1 winner is winning 2 cool plugins from Baby Audio, which I'm really excited about. Great plugins to win next week. So it's definitely worth checking out. Before we finish today, I'll remind you one more time, summer sale is coming to an end on ADSR sounds. So if you like the sounds that I was using, including the presets, including the samples, including Saucy 808, you should go to the ADSR store because that's where they're all from. Take advantage of the sale. Enter in next week's challenge so you can get some money to spend on new sounds. And that's going to be it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, the ADSR channel, of course, because there's lots of other great presenters here every week, including the presenter on Friday is really great. They do production concepts. And I heard next week or this Friday, they're doing some cool, like, talking about making melodies and all that stuff. Presenter's really dope. His name's Tadro. I don't know if you've heard of him. No, but yeah, I'm here twice a week, Wednesdays and Fridays on the channel. And there are other amazing presenters. Alina Smith is also doing stuff on this channel. Alina Smith is a crazy, awesome producer. You guys need to check out her streams. I was looking at Brent's sound design stream the other day. Like the sound design stuff is a little over my head, but he makes it approachable and actually really cool. Subscribe, notifications, join the Discord, my channel, youtube.com/Taetro, Taetro. I will be live streaming tomorrow on my own channel. So subscribe over there, and we're making Lo-Fi House tomorrow on stream. So that should be fun. That's a new genre for me. And I'm so excited to be back making beats with you all, taking on challenges, showcasing people from the community. So thank you all for hanging out with me this evening, this afternoon, this morning, wherever you are. And I will see you all next time on the next production challenge or Friday for production concepts. For now, that's going to be it. Great to be with you all again. This has been Taetro for ADSR. Have a good one.